Okay, now some students asked me to do question number. Let me get this a little bit down so that you can see the whole thing. Question number, I think, no, the example on page 228 on Blue Book. Now I have done this on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets. What I've done is each sheet progressively increases from the various stages of the question so that I can finish it in 5 minutes. Now if you notice in this question, there are indirect costs. These indirect costs here are indirect costs to the factory. The factory has got 4 departments, and these costs, the rent, factory admin, building insurance, and plant insurance, are all costs common to all the 4 departments in the factory. And the drivers for them are given here. This is 1000 meter square floor space, 65 number of employees, 1000 floor space again, and $10 million plant valuation. These are all given in your statistics section of that particular question. So going to the next page, these are the 4 departments: stores and repair maintenance, which are services department. The drivers for them are the material requisition for stores, machine hours for repair and maintenance. Then this is the production department, machining and assembly. Machine hours is the driver for machining, and assembly, direct labor hours is the driver for assembly. Now then it also given the direct overhead cost for these departments, these 4 departments. Those are the department direct overhead for each of them, and that will total up to 135,000. The first step is we got the direct overhead sitting there. The indirect overhead is for all of the 4 departments. So these have to be reallocated. All these 4 costs have to be reallocated for each department respectively using those drivers. And if you notice, 1000 is the total driver, and if I click on that, it will tell you there is 200 meters squared for stores, and therefore that is the formula for getting the allocation for that proportionately. 1000 on 200. This is 100 on 1000 of that dollars. Then in this case it's 400 on 1000 of that dollar, and this one will be 300 on 1000 of $8,000, and that's how we allocate that for rent. And you do the same for factory administration using the number of employees. Similarly, you can have the same situation. You get the same there. 5 employees in stores, 8 employees in repair and maintenance, and so forth. So you do all the reallocation there, you add them up. Those are the individual totals of factory overhead, including direct overhead, the direct overhead, and the indirect overheads together there. This is direct and indirect there, direct and indirect there, direct and indirect there. The next step is to reallocate these individual service department overheads. These are service departments. These overheads are reallocated to here, and the driver for them, each of them, is for stores it is material requisition, for repair and maintenance is machine hours, and then the allocation will be on like that. There are, for material requisition, there are 100 material requisition altogether, 60 for machining, and that's a formula for that. And they got 40 for assembly, that's the formula. And this one, in this case, this is the repair and maintenance. That's on the basis of machine hours. It's on the basis of machine hours. There are 60,000 machine hours altogether between these 2 departments. 50,000 applicable to machining, and 10,000 applicable to assembly. So that reallocate these two departments. The last sheet, the total of all. So in other words, you have now got rid of all the overheads from here, the departmental overheads, into these 2 production departments. All of these add up to 97,500 in the case of machining, and 72,500 in the case of assembly. If you add them up here, that's 170,000, which is 135,000 the direct overhead, plus 35,000 the indirect overhead. Then the driver for machining is machine hours, which is 50,000 machine hours in machining, and the driver for assembly is directly above, it's 72,500. That divided by that gives you the driver for individual department. And the last page gives you the plant-wide application rate. It is said the direct labor hours is the driver. There are 106,250 altogether direct labor hours, and that's the total overhead. That divided by direct labor hours will give you the plant-wide overhead. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.